Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. It's going to my Arrow Season 4, Episode 6 review and rundown. Lots to talk about, especially what's going on with some of the characters in this episode. Obviously, the obvious one being Mr. Palmer. But spoiler alert, if you do not want to know what happened in this episode, let's get started. Okay, so basically this episode was all about the rescue of Ray, Mr. Palmer, Ray Palmer. I think that this is what this was Legends of Tomorrow's setup. I mean, we're not that far from the mid-season finale. We're kind of like 4 episodes? I think 4 episodes to the mid-season finale. I'm not really sure. So it's like 5 weeks, because I think they're taking a break next week, then coming up with the crossovers next week they're going to be doing episode 7, then taking a break, then the crossover. So it's like 6 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't even know. But we're not that far away from the mid-season finale. They're still trying to set up more and more for Legends. Of course, they did that in the same episode with Sara as well. So, yeah, but, so let's talk about it. So, biggest story from little story, we got the rescue of Ray Palmer. Also got some stuff with, basically everything that's going on with Team Arrow right now. Then I'll probably do, like, flashbacks and whatever else is left. So yeah, let's do this. So basically what's going on is that biggest story, they're trying to rescue Ray Palmer because of course we know he's been captured, shrunk down into miniature size, and he is, with Damian Darhk. Damian Darhk has kidnapped him, and Damian Darhk has put him in this little box so that he cannot escape. That's where Mr. Terrific comes in this case, because I feel like Mr. Terrific's probably not going to turn into Mr. Terrific exactly. Like, Arrow's been doing this thing where in each season they take one character who we know is a superhero and they turn him into that superhero by the mid-season finale or by the actual finale of the season, whatever it is. I don't know if it's in this case because I feel like Curtis might not become Mr. Terrific. Like, I feel like he might become like a helper to them and maybe beat up like Diggle maybe. I don't know, maybe he will. He probably will. Like, why would you bring on Mr. Terrific if you're not going to do that? But he helped this episode with helping Ray. Felicity was out of it, so it's glad to have him in there, throwing him in the story. Felicity is dealing with a lot right now, and in this episode, trying to find Ray, trying to find out a way to save him, and I feel like that's what drives this Felicity story of this season, or not the season, sorry, this episode. A lot of people that do not like Felicity, you probably just like totally, freaking out right now, that there might be a possibility that they keep going this route. Like Felicity has been questioning and doubting whether or not, okay. Let me explain this. So in the episode, she pretty much tells Oliver that it was a mistake to travel the world with him and be with him while Ray was trying to reach out to her. So it's like, what do I do when this person is literally trying to contact me when I'm in trouble? And it's like, she's been traveling the world. So that's what pretty much she tries to explain to Oliver, because her mom is back in town. Big thing, yeah, her mom is back. Super excited for that as well, because I think she's going to be in a few more episodes sometime, or maybe in episode sometime with the whole Quentin story. I'll talk about that later. But basically what's going on here is that she's just talking about the whole thing with, Ray and Oliver, and what is she going to do, and was it a mistake? And so I think that that's just a big Felicity storyline, which is great that they threw in her mom in the mix too, for this episode, because she's kind of like the person who convinces her. It's just like your father, Felicity. Do not throw it away. Like, it's crazy. Like, she talks about something like that. She made this like big speech about her and Felicity's father, and that made me wonder, like, who is Felicity's father? I have no idea who Felicity's father is, but like, who do you think it is? My theory is, what if Donna, Felicity's mom, is in the crossover episode and Vandal Savage is her father? Because they teased that a villain was going to be Felicity's father. What if it was Vandal Savage? And he's immortal, obviously, we know that. So, from the dawn of time, he's existed. So what if he broke it off with Donna because he knows he's going to live forever and they're not? So what if that was the case? Like, that'd be super crazy. I don't know if that's going to be it, but it might be just like a tech-based villain that we might know about. I don't know yet what it's going to be, but just a theory, just putting that theory out there. So theory craft in the comments. But anyway, on to the next story. Wait, actually, did we cover everything? Oh yeah, let's talk about Sara real quick. I'm kind of mix Sara and the Team Arrow stuff in the mix. So Sara has been going through everything. Obviously, we know the same thing's happening with Thea. I feel like that was just like a repetitive story. It's like, we've seen this before. So is Sara going to stay and we're going to have to deal with that? And they actually confirmed, no, Sarah's not going to stay on. We saw her in this episode talk to her mom. Obviously, we know her mom is in Central City. So her mom's probably not going to come back. Kind of like Huntress or like Constantine. Her mom's probably not going to come back anytime soon. Maybe not even ever. But it's like, we've she talked about that, and she talked about she's gonna go see her mom, then she's gonna, go somewhere else. Wherever it is, she's gonna be leaving. So I'm glad they're not gonna repeat the entire thing. We, seen it with Thea. We don't need to see it. Because even the Thea stuff is kind of trying to get annoying. It's I'm kind of tired of the whole Lazarus Pit story, because it felt good when Ra's al Ghul was here, Ra's al Ghul, whatever you want to call him. But now it's just let's lay off that. So now, Sara is going to go off now. That's probably going to be the arc that starts her on the White Canary, path. And then she'll end up in Legends somehow. So, we're going to have to wait and see how that all unfolds. But anyway, yeah, so on to the next story. Did I talk about everything? I think I talked about everything. I'm not really sure, but I think I did. Yep, I pretty much did. Yep, alright, so let's go on to the next story. Okay, so there's stuff going on around here with the next story. Now, this next story is going to be all about the flashbacks. We're going to talk about that. And I'm also going to mix in Damian Darhk, because I forgot about him. But Damian Darhk is in this episode. Of course, we know that, he was the one who captured Ray. Ray was rescued by Team Arrow and brought back out. But yeah, Damian Darhk had the box in the episode. Remember, we didn't know what the box was from was it a few episodes back? Yeah, it was a few episodes back. We now know that it's some kind of grid system or something. It's something kind of I don't know. It looks something that's engineered or something. I don't know what it is. It's probably magic and science blending together to make this weird grid thing. I don't know. There's nothing in DC Comics that supports this except for a few theories that people have thrown around. But other than that, there's nothing really that supports this from the comics. So we don't know what this object is. It might tie in some science stuff mixed with magic. Maybe it'll tie into Rip Hunter. Probably not, but theory craft. It's just theory. I'm just throwing out theories. I'm not saying that any of this is true, but it's what is this? We need to find out what it is. So that was a mystery as well. Now on to the flashbacks. We see some stuff with Baron Ryder. Apparently it's not Baron Blitzkrieg. I think they changed his name for the flashbacks or something. But it's Baron Ryder. We saw some stuff picking up from where we left off in the Constantine stuff. I'm really sad that Constantine's not on anymore. But anyway, yeah, so we've seen Oliver take them down to the some kind of the place where we saw last week, and Oliver shows Baron the place, and Baron just takes up all his magic junk and finds out about this written stuff on the wall that supposedly it belongs to the ancients, or was tied to the ancients. So we're probably gonna have to find out more about that as well. And then Clocklin makes this guy that's one of their workers go after Oliver, trying to drown him, and Oliver snaps his neck. And then we also see What's-Her-Face, that we don't even know her name, What's-Her-Face, that Oliver has protected and let her live in the cave. So What's-Her-Face is also still there. I really want to know who this character is. It seems like she's going to turn out to be a big character in Oliver's life, at least for now. I don't know what she's going to be doing, but I want to find out her name. I want to find out what comic book character she is. And we've also found out that Baron's probably having a front with the drugs to do mystical, magical means on the island. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the last story. Woohoo! The last story, I think I pretty much covered everything. I don't know if I have or not. I don't think there was any Easter eggs or stuff like that. But what is left is the last story. Donna and Quentin getting it on, I hope. I don't know. So this is going to be a really fun thing. Laurel's mom, Laurel's dad and Felicity's mom together, what? And Felicity and, Laurel, could they be sisters in the future? Maybe, I don't know. But let's not over-exaggerate here. So, Quentin and Donna met at this bar, I guess you could say. And they get acquainted, and they're probably gonna date. I've seen actually, what's his name? I can't even remember now. Paul Blackthorne. Paul Blackthorne, who plays Quentin, actually put on his Instagram, I think it was him, a picture of him and Charlotte. Charlotte is the name of the actress, I think, who plays Felicity's mom. So, probably going to get another episode with her. Like I said, maybe the Vandal Savage tie-in with Felicity's dad. That's just a theory I have, but it could be possible. So, yeah. But I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see what goes on with that story. I think I pretty much covered everything from the episode. I'm not sure if I did or not. There's probably some kind... Oh, Thea. Thea's probably going to have this relationship with Oliver's campaign manager. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. Now I think I've covered everything. I'm not really sure if sometimes when I watch Arrow, Gotham, The Flash, their episodes are so long, and they have so many storylines, especially, Gotham's the biggest one with the most storylines, but Arrow's, second place, so it's kind of hard to keep track of everything, and then, I don't know. I'll probably start having to take notes during episodes. But anyway, updates. I'll post my Star Wars Rebels video next. It was pretty much a Hera origin episode, so that's really exciting. Links up there to my other Arrow videos. Links down there to my Twitter, my Instagram, my Vine, and my vlog channel. Go subscribe and follow those. And other than that, like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.